Hello people, and welcome back to another episode of Camp Lapidary. And I don't say this enough, but my name is Mark. Looks like we're headed out again. Today we're taking off in the truck. It's July 1st, 2021, and we're just going out for a couple nights up to the high mountains, the high Uinta. Well, I don't know if they're the high Uintas. They might be Wasatch County National Forest. I don't know, but it's been hot down here in the valley, and I have a couple days, a couple of nights that I can spend, me and the dog. So we have water jugs. Down in here are a sleeping bag and a mat. In there somewhere is the large tent, 10 by 10 canvas tent. I've got a cot over there, ice chest, some bags of photography gear, kitchen gear, more gear, backpack, chair, photography gear. We're going to have a little dog with us today. We got a drone, Gopro up there. Now I am using a microphone. I told myself I would use the microphone, so hopefully I have a control over the volume and stuff. And let's just hope for the best. So we're going about 2 hours. At least it's at least a 2-hour drive. Pretty much 2 hours to get up to the area, and then it might take us a little longer once we get up into the mountain on the kind of, I guess, the dirt roads and stuff. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going, exactly where I'll be putting a tent or anything like that. So, you know, it might be 2.5 hours, it might be 3 hours. Now, of course, I'll do mostly a time lapse for the way there, but I thought we could start by telling you about, so we're going up by Strawberry Reservoir, which is high, about 10,000 feet up. And Strawberry Reservoir is a man-made lake. You know, a reservoir, not exactly man-made, but they built a dam or whatever and filled it up. But it's a blue ribbon, pretty much described as a blue ribbon trout fishery. The fish can get pretty big there. It's very popular, nice and high in elevation, and so that makes it cooler up there. And I used to go there all the time to go fishing, and I don't fish much anymore, and I haven't been up there in years and years and years. But I thought it'd be a nice trip to get out of town, kind of to a higher elevation, and you know, maybe chase some flowers. There might be some good flowers to be found up in there. I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. And so again, I've got tonight, so it's noonish, a little bit afternoon, I guess. I didn't really decide to go on this trip till about 8 o'clock last night, when I realized that I could actually afford to go, and I had the time to go. And So I quickly gathered the things that I would need for a fairly simple camping trip. I don't expect there to be too much rock hounding. I mean, if I see a rock or see rocks, we can look at rocks, but for the most part, I think it'll just be camping and photography and filming. Roll up the window for a minute. Photography and filming and droning, and there's no fires allowed this time of year. Pretty much the entire state is on fire restriction, probably for the foreseeable future. So don't expect any fires, but should be some good camping. So we have been driving for a couple hours now, and we're at Strawberry Reservoir. So I guess this area would be called Stinking Springs. Out there somewhere by that boat or out in the middle of the lake there somewhere is a spring called Stinking Springs, and so this is area Stinking Springs, and there's a little valley going right over that way, and Aspen Creek campground is up in there if you're into pay campgrounds. Now there's a dirt road that truck is coming down, and that'll take you high up into the mountains, and hopefully we'll be able to get on a road that'll take us to overlook like some of those mountains up in there, and we'll be overlooking the lake. This portion of the lake back here is called the Narrows. And so back in the day, myself and friends and I, we would basically drive back into here, launch the little boats, and troll back into the Narrows. And you make a day of it. You troll that way for half the day, and you troll back half the day, and that's your experience. It's great fishing. This is a great place to fish. They've got rainbow trout, cutthroat trout, chubs. I don't know, there might be catfish, but mostly cold water fish. Cutthroat trouts, rainbow trouts. That's what you normally catch, with some chubs. A lot of people come up here and catch crawfish. But so we just let the dog get a little exercise, and we'll keep rolling here shortly. So I was just looking at my GPS unit, and it says we're at 7,566 or 63 some odd feet here. So I don't know, we might only be about 8,500 feet at our campsite. We shall see. Poots, what you doing? Anyway, so we've been driving a little bit more on that dirt road. Got up into the national forest here. And I started noticing that there was some flowers, so I thought, well, I could come let you see my dog go pee. Let's see, there was some purple ones. Thought I saw some other purple ones. Right, we are here. I've got the GoPro on the stump over there doing a time lapse. But what a nice little spot here amongst some aspens. Lovely sound for aspens. So we were on that road up in there, and then there was a little road that came off, and it's down there, that little road that you can see. And then so then this is a little tiny offshoot road from that road, and so this is it. You know, I see a spot over there that I could put a tent, maybe right there, but I see a spot right here too. not the greatest spot. It's not super flat, but maybe with a little bit of shovel work it could be okay. I don't require perfect, just enough space, you know. And it seems like somebody's dug this out previously. Oh, got biting flies. Got biting flies. Hopefully they're not too bad, but so I got the GoPro time lapse going, so when I turn this off you'll still see me. I think I'll spend a little bit of time with the shovel and fill in some of the low spots with some of the high spots, so that at least my cot will be somewhat level. All right. Been here about, I don't know, an hour. I think it's 3 o'clock or something like that. So I have the GoPro on a little tripod there doing a time lapse. And of course the batteries, they don't last very long. So I have it plugged in to my big battery bank, my Bluetti AC50S. And it appears that I forgot to bring my little battery banks. So I have like a 30,000 milliamp hour, I guess it is, 26.9 or 26.8 milliamp hour battery bank, and a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. And I charged them both up. But in my haste to leave, I guess I forgot to put them in my gear bag. And that kind of sucks, because in order to get all day and all night time lapses, it has to be connected to power. And I don't want to leave my battery bank outside overnight. And I don't really have a long enough cord. I don't know. Maybe I can just put the cord, put the tripod like right there, and then the battery bank on the inside of the tent, and then the cord. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something, but it sure makes it a lot harder if I don't have portable battery banks that I can run the GoPro for hours and hours and hours at a time. those little batteries, they only last about 1 hour. So that's something I forgot. Obviously the tent is up. I'm sure you were watching me put the tent up, and so we can go inside, kind of show you around. I'm going to put up the awning here in a little while, but I think the truck is too close. Already got bugs in here, but so my cot and a mat, a sleeping bag, pillows, some food, and my little table, my drone. Got the Sony camera there. We'll be setting that up and playing with that. More gear, water. We've got the little doggy down there. Hi, poopers. This is a sweetie poopers. She's getting stickers and the flies are bugging her. Yeah, my power banks are supposed to go in here, but I took them out to charge them, and then I set them aside, but I thought, oh, I'll remember to grab those, and I didn't. Oh well, we're only here for 2 days, so today and tomorrow. All right, so I thought I'd show you on the map where we're at. So we have a map of the United States, and here's Utah. We started out in Salt Lake City, and so that's Utah on the map of the USA. And then there's a map of Utah, and we started out in Salt Lake City, around there. And we're up by Strawberry Reservoir now. Get a little closer. So there's Strawberry Reservoir, and this is Highway 40, and we came in on 40 and went around the outside, and then up into this area just outside of this Indian land. That's where I am. And we're going to walk, ouch, biting flies. We'll walk that way a little bit and get closer to the lake. But that's where we are, up above Strawberry Reservoir. And I think we're about 8,800 feet in elevation, so pretty high, but not the 10,000 I was thinking it was. That's all right though. All right, so I'm gonna put my backpack on and guess get the GPS going and go for a walk. Well, everything I just said about my little battery banks, scratch that, because I just found them. They were in a place where I normally wouldn't put them. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the big one for the rest of the day, and then I'll use the little one for the night.